Hey, this is Lasse from Pihka Sound, and this is my friend Joona.
Hello.
Welcome to PihkaStudio. We have just had our latest single by Pihka is my name out. It's called Little Bubbles. And today we're going to take a look at how it was made. We're going to open up the Ableton session and the Cubase session in which the song was made. And Joona can be your eyes and ears and ask questions about how the heck it was made.
Yeah, I'll try to come up with the questions that you would like to ask.
Yes. So, we started the song about a year ago in 2019. The first session is from October 15th, 2019. And I'm going to open up the session in Ableton. Let's see what happens. Probably all the tracks are not going to open.
So how long does it usually take for you to finish a track from start to finish?
Well, this time, obviously, it took a year.
Yeah, but it's not the only one.
It's not the only one. We've been working on, I don't know, maybe 30 tracks along this one year. Yeah, we are very, productive. We like to write a lot of material all the time. And Pihka is my name is not the only project that we write for. So, yeah. This is the first ever session of Little Bubbles. Yeah, actually there is quite a lot of stuff already. Like you can see guitars, pianos, pads, Lasse lead, Henna lead. The song started out with a text that I wrote. I gave Henna a text called Little Bubbles, and Henna composed a song on it. And in a very early phase, we decided to omit the text from the song. Because...
On which the song was based on.
Yes, on which the song was based on. Because it just started feeling like at that time we were still very much looking for like what Pihka was. Like how she should be like expressing herself to the world.
Right.
And she was singing much more with our voices at some point. But then it just started to feel a bit wrong, and it was a bit too expressive, and we wanted her to be a little bit more closed and, not so...
Introvert.
Yeah, introverted a little bit more. I'm not going to play you these lyrics because these are like very rough demo vocals. I'm not going to play you those, sorry. Maybe at some point we'll make a version with some proper lyrics, but I'm going to mute these things now. Let's take a listen to what, like, for example, this part sounds like in the first version.
Before you go into that, could you tell me when did you realize that the song could work as an instrumental? What was the thought process that led you to the realization that it can actually work without any vocals? Well, there are some melody vocals, but
yeah. There are like little bits and pieces of the vocal in the song, just like as an instrument, like somewhere far behind all the other
texture.
Yeah, just like a texture. I can't remember. I think it must have been like sometime in January 2020 when we were getting ready to release our first single called Binaries. We released our debut in March 2020. The very sad spring of 2020. We released our debut single right when the pandemic started and the lockdown of Helsinki started.
Yeah, but it's an anthem for introverts.
So. Anthem for introverts, exactly, called Binaries. And that's an instrumental song. And it just started, at that point, it just started feeling like that. Like we had all these old songs that we wanted to include in the album. We had I think we had 14 songs then. And a lot of them had sung lyrics. But we were playing these songs to other professional people and our friends, and you just sort of like feel that they're not like the instrumental parts like have something more to them.
Okay, so it wasn't essentially a decision based on this track, but more like a stylistic choice.
Yes.
Like overall choice.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was an overall choice. And at that point, we just started omitting vocals from other songs as well. And yeah, this just started working a whole lot better after we took out the vocal. But I'm kind of like scared to press play because this is the very first version of the song. But I'm gonna do it anyway. It actually doesn't sound that different.
Yeah.
This is all stuff that we made on the first day.
Okay.
Like we made the drums on the first day. This is the kick. This is clearly from the analog rhythm.
Right.
This is a snap sample. I think it's just like an Ableton sample. Clap, simple, snap. Must be something from maybe Splice. Digiton perk. This is...
That's cool.
Yeah, this is actually a very prominent... This has a very prominent role in the finished version of the song.
I think that actually sounds quite a lot like the Pihka is my name style. I think that's kind of a defining characteristic of your songs.
This kind of percussion.
Yeah, and that kind of rhythm.
Yeah.
You know, it's a very, I don't know, danceable, but still not too straightforward. There's a lot of groove in that, but it's still very energetic. It really drives the song.
Nice.
I think you have a lot of that kind of decisions in your string arrangements as well.
Yeah, Henna mostly makes our string arrangements, well, pretty much all of them. I usually make the percussions and the sounds, the rhythms, and she makes the harmonies and the arrangements. So, yeah.
But it's got a lot of that style.
I guess so, yeah. And this was made 1 year ago, before we released anything.
Yeah.
So we were looking for this thing called Pihka is my name for a long time, since 2017. First songs are from there. And we released the debut in, like I said, March 2020. So 3 years.
So this is the third single?
This is the fourth single, actually.
Right.
Yeah, third video. We're going to talk about the video in another video. Pun. Okay, then we have some like shakers, which I have muted, probably for a good reason. What is this? Korostukset. Cannot hear anything. Sample offline. This is some sample that I don't have anymore. I switched computers actually 1 month ago. So this was made on an older computer, so I don't have all the samples here. Rhythm Alice's perk. Ah, yeah. That is not very audible in this mix, but some of that stuff is in the final version of the song. Yeah. This was made so that it's rhythm, because these are samples that I've uploaded in the Electron analog rhythm, and Alice's is the sample pad, like the drum pad thing that we have in there, and that is actually played with the drumsticks. So sometimes it's fun to play the drum machine, so that you send MIDI from the drum pads to the drum machine. Like you don't want to hit the drum machine with the drumsticks. It's better to hit the drum pads. It's really good for the longevity of the drum machine.
Yeah. Depends on the sticks.
Depends on the sticks. Yeah. The bass is really interesting. That this was something that we were really into, like the original bass. That's cool, but it's way too much. Like it doesn't leave space for anything else. Like you cannot even notice this digiton percussion in there if you have this bass in there. It sort of like blends into the bass. And I wanted this to come out a bit more. But we were living with this original bass until like this October, like for a year. And then I just like felt like something is like wrong with the song.
Okay.
And we wanted this song to be on the album because there are a lot of cool parts in there. There's this like rock guitar parts there and everything. But then I just like decided to do the bass again. Then the drums sounded wrong and I did the drums again too. But that's like
that's how it goes usually.
That's how it goes usually. If you like alter one part, then you need to alter many other parts as well. Yeah, but this is the original bass. It was made with Moog Sub-Fatty analog synth, which we don't have anymore. And it was going through this tube bass thing in the Eurorack.
So it was impossible to reproduce that.
Yes, it was. We actually made the final bass with a plugin called Silent One.
Oh yeah.
Really old one, but it sounds really, really good. So why not do it like that?
Yeah, it's the Avicii go-to synth.
Yes, it was, yeah. This is my guitar. I was playing a lot of guitar back then because I had just built one, a Stratocaster type guitar that summer. And I was playing that a lot on this track, like the stadium type.
Yeah, but you still managed to keep it quite small in the mix.
Yes. But this is an actual guitar.
Yeah.
I'm also playing it through like some really distorted fuzz in there. Oh, not here. We don't have the rock and roll part in this version yet. I think it came later.
What's the rock and roll part?
We're gonna come to that later because I don't have it in this session.
How did you transfer this session to Cubase?
Yeah, I actually finished this song on Cubase because I switched DAWs
a few weeks ago.
Like a month ago, something like that,
a
month or two ago. For a while, I've been a bit bummed about the mixing capabilities in Ableton. There are some things that I really need that are missing on Ableton, although I love the program. Like ARA support is really important because I like to use Melodyne a lot. Not to just tune vocals, but to do sound design. And it's much easier to do with ARA support. And Cubase
why is that?
It's just a lot quicker. Because in Ableton you need to use Melodyne as a plugin, and you need to always like print all your audio into it.
Yeah.
Like if you've got like maybe 10 tracks of audio, it becomes like really slow. And if you want to copy paste some stuff on another part of the song, you can't do that if you don't have ARA support, and you would need to always like bounce in place the audio.
And then one of the biggest issues is that if you undo things, you might undo everything.
Yeah, it's funny that if you insert Melodyne as a plugin in live, and then you kind of print audio in there and start doing your Melodyning and stuff, and then you make a mistake, you push Ctrl Z. And
as
it
a
does,
reflex.
As a reflex, you do that, but then it doesn't undo the last thing you did in the plugin
within Melodyne.
Within Melodyne, it undoes the last thing you did inside Live, which was inserting Melodyne, which means it undoes inserting Melodyne along with all the edits you made.
Yeah,
and that's a big bummer, and that just cannot happen in ARA supported Cubase.
Yeah, that's happened to me many times as well.
Yeah, like
I learned your trick of using utilities. Before Melodyne.
Yeah, there are workarounds to this issue, but it's a really, really annoying and stupid issue. Ableton should come to this day and support ARA, audio random access, that is. And there are other things in Cubase as well that I need, including the mix console, which Ableton doesn't have. But Ableton is a software called Live, like Ableton Live.
Yeah,
it was originally made for live performance.
Yeah,
and
how's that working out for you now?
Yeah. But what I need is like a program that I can do mixes really well in.
Yeah.
And Cubase just seems like it answered all my questions at the moment.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, but I'm still using Ableton for production a lot. Piano. This was a piano played by Henna. I think this might actually be the original piano that started out the whole song. I mean, the lyric started the whole song, but the lyric inspired this sort of like minimal piano loop.
You have the music video ready for this already. Did you think about the contents of the lyrics in the script of the music video?
I did.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
very much.
Okay, that's the one thing that was left.
yeah.
The lyrics.
Yeah, including the texture in the final production.
Wow.
But I think we're gonna use the lyrics in like some like pictures in social media. I guess some bits and pieces of lyric. Pihka can do some updates on the socials with the lyrics. I don't know.
That's cool.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't really mind like omitting something, even if it was like really thought of at the time, if it serves like the entity of the production. And anyway, like the lyric was important because it inspired this
It guided
piano
your...
thing. It guided this piano riff, which gave us this, which played well together, and this. Like this is kind of all come from that, like this minimal piano thing, which was inspired by the lyric.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, music is all about conveying emotion, and if you know what you're going for, it's easier to write the music.
Yes.
So
that's like intention.
Yeah.
I was just watching a Warren Hewart video, like one of my favorite YouTubers, Warren Hewart. Like intention is everything. Intention, it's everything in songwriting and lyric writing and mixing and recording. Like what sort of a record do you intend to make? And you need to make up your mind about that, and then before like recording the song or writing the song. And if you're recording with like some intention, like making like a Black Sabbath type 70s type of record, if that is your intent, it affects every step, every decision along the way, like your mic placings and your everything, like instrument choices, whatever. And it's a lot easier to mix after that too, because then you know how it is supposed to be mixed.
So can you briefly tell us a bit about your whole thought behind the album? Because there seems to be an intent. Yeah,
there is definitely an intent.
Yeah.
Beginning from the name of the debut track. I don't want to I want to leave a lot to the imagination of the listener. I don't want to open it up too much.
Okay.
But I think it's quite clear in there because we have all the track listing is ready. It's been for a long time, and the names of the tracks. Well, not all of them are ready. Like the next single is still unnamed, but like that's the only thing that is unnamed. We are still, but like the beginning of the album, the ending of the album, like all the names of the songs tell you a story, and the music in there tells you a story, and the videos also.
The videos definitely give a lot of clues on what you were thinking about.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
move on. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have this Mellotron thing. I don't think this is in the final version. I'm not sure. Then there are these vocal edits. Some of these might be. These are also cut from the vocal.
Oh yeah.
So actually the vocal gave us these as well.
Cool.
And Henna made this really, really cool sound effects type of thing from mine or her vocal.
Nice.
This is such. I don't know how this is made, but yeah, I don't have any plugins in here because she just sent me the audio. So, yeah, but this sounds really good. I think it's just made with Ableton stock plugins.
I think that sounds a bit like beat repeat.
Yeah, might be some beat repeat in there and some like pitch shifting type of thing. This sounds very digitone-y.
So what's in the sound?
FM synths, and yeah, I can't remember how I made this patch, but it's definitely not like a preset. I like I said, I just always start with a blank patch and go with my sound designing, like whatever I feel like at the moment.
Yeah, so good luck with reproducing this.
Yeah, I definitely cannot ever do that. Well, this is saved in my Digitone, but yeah. Next to the Digitone, there are also some effects like Pixelator. This is a really nice plugin. Super simple. Bit crusher.
Yeah.
You can make it like really... Yeah, bit crusher. Then we have an OTT. This is one thing that I miss from Ableton always when I'm not using Ableton. The multiband compressors preset called OTT, over the top compression. It's a really, really nice, like super over the top upwards compression plugin. Oops, I'm gonna have to like. Without it, it sounds like this. Actually, it sounds pretty good without it too. Yeah, but we have the amount is really small in here, so we're not using a lot of it.
Yeah.
This is what it sounds with 100%. It's like compressing the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Scientifically speaking. Then we have Soothe, which whoa. I don't know why it gave me a manual of Soothe. Probably because this is a new computer and this is the first time I've opened Soothe 1 in this computer. Right now I have Soothe 2.
Yeah.
And it's a really useful plugin. We have Valhalla Vintage.
Yeah, Soothe is being used on pretty much all songs.
Soothe.
Yeah.
Yeah, kudos to OX Sound. They are a Finnish plugin maker.
Yeah, pretty much our neighbors.
yeah.
A few blocks away from here.
Yeah. Then I have some Waves EQ in there. That's about it. Okay, let's go to the Cubase session, to the final Cubase session, how it sounded like and how it was made. Let's not save this one. Any questions come to your mind?
Well, when you transferred all the tracks to Cubase, did you like delete some tracks before moving them to Cubase, or did you just dump it all in and then go like picking up the tracks that you wanted to work on?
Well, I didn't definitely do this print all tracks,
right?
Like all separate tracks, because it just gives you such a mess.
Okay.
Like it gives you like 56 tracks of just like empty audio. And
but you printed audio files.
Yeah, I printed audio files of everything.
Okay.
I did replay some MIDI. Like I redid the bass inside of Cubase, and some of the drums I redid. So I like redid some MIDI in there.
Using Silent.
Yeah, Silent and Cubase's own plugins. I use them a lot. Well, this is actually like, it looks exactly like an Ableton session with the same colors and everything.
Yeah.
I always color code all my tracks the same way. I need to have all the drums always red. That's what I always tell you and everybody else. Yeah. Because it's just like, if you go to an old session, it's like so much easier to get around if everything is the same color as it was like 5 years ago.
That's true.
And in same order and on same type of buses, it's always a lot easier. The new version sounds like this. Original bass was a and it was too much.
Yeah.
And there is still this Digitone perk. I might have named it differently. I just can't. Yeah, there is this. Just the same Digiton Ferg is still in there, which is fun. I've just maybe put some effects on it. What do I have in here? I have a decapitator. Like this is the already like in the last video that I made, I was talking about decapitator because it's such a good plugin.
Yeah.
I bought it about 5 years ago, and it's been on like every mix ever since, like 200 mixes I've made ever since. It's been on every mix.
Well worth it.
Well worth it. Cool. Okay, what else do we have? The rock and roll part. Now we want to take a listen to the rock and roll part. Where is it actually? I think I have a markers track in here. Yep. Back to beat.
Yeah, that's pretty unique.
That's good to hear. The guitars sound like this. Quite fuzzy.
Yeah.
And then there's this choir part. Oh. This choir part we also got from Henna's piano thing that she wrote in October 2019. So this is from there. We recorded the choir so that we were both singing the same thing like 8 times and changing the formats a little bit so that it sounds a bit bigger. Both of our voices just multiply. No synths. Yeah, there is some piano in there. Nice. Distorted piano. What is in the piano actually? Nothing. Actually there's like not. There's this tape saturation thing. But not much else. This is an acoustic piano. These strings are from Ableton. I was testing out. No. I have the quantization on. Still can't use Cubase properly. These are actually Ableton strings, and I was learning rewiring Ableton to Cubase when making these strings. You do it so that you send MIDI from Cubase. You open up Ableton in the background, and you can send MIDI from Cubase to Ableton, and you can also send this many channels back from Ableton. So you could actually like do a 16-track mix in Ableton and send it all track by track to Cubase.
Okay.
And like apply some additional effects on Cubase in there. And this was like surprisingly easy to set up. When I was doing the mix in Cubase, the idea came to have an intro and an outro to the track. This track became like 7.5 minutes long.
Wow.
So that's not really like a single length song. We made a separate radio edit of it. But in the album, it's going to be the long version, and also the long version is going to be on Spotify. I made the intro in Cubase alone, and I was using this really old synthesizer plugin called TAL Noisemaker. Like, kudos to Patrick Kuntz for his great plugins. And this is like one of the very first software synths that I've ever used.
Wow.
I don't think it's like properly supported even anymore. So something like this. We've got 2 instances of them intertwining. So this is what the song begins with. Some vocal effects.
And you have some automation going on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this much automation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is, I think, reverb level.
Right.
This is a crystallizer. It's also a Sound Toys plugin. I can show you that. This is also like one of the...
Yeah. But even in the synth, you had some automation like ADSR type.
ADSR noise. I think it's the attack that we are automating. Yeah. It's the attack. On both of them. Some choirs in the background. Stuff from the old vocal. I really enjoy making bits and pieces like this to the songs. Like this is going to be a big part of the Pihka Is My Name album. And also it's a big part of our Monday jams that we upload on YouTube every Monday, these Monday jams that Joona is helping us film.
Yeah.
They're basically like improvised. We wanted to have that sort of feeling in the album as well. And the outro is also like this long. So it's like
2 minutes.
Like, yeah, 2 or 3 minutes long. Something like that. 2:48. No. So this is basically the bass riff of the song. Just played with a different synth. This is one sound that I love. This Modular Ambient.
So a lot of effects on an analog sound.
Yeah, not a lot of effects here. Well, actually, a lot of effects here. Like Valhalla Shimmer, Compressor, Valhalla Vintage Verb, Soothe, and Utility. ML the utility, that is. So a lot of reverb afterwards. But this was made on the Eurorack, this whole sound.
Yeah.
And I played it with the Trautonium controller. This ribbon controller.
Nice.
So yeah.
To have some good, cool glissando style.
Yeah. It's like a really, really haunting. Neat. And it is layered with a thing called Elmira. Plus Blue Sky. I think Henna played this. There's like a noise box synthesizer that you just play with your like electricity of your fingers.
Nice.
Then at some point piano comes in. But like we had a fancy piano played here, like live.
Yeah.
But the day before the song was going into mastering, Henna wanted to replace the piano. Luckily we did like an electronic, like a MIDI piano in there, so we could replace the piano sound with a synthesizer.
Yeah.
We replaced with our favorite Minilogue synthesizer.
Nice.
So the piano, in the end, sounds like... this one. This was originally a piano. And you can kind of like hear that it was played like a piano. That's actually a gong recorded by my friend. I asked him to record it for me. And that was like 2013 maybe.
Right.
And I've used this same freaking gong sample in I don't know how many tracks.
It must be on our tracks as well.
Yes, it's probably on your tracks as well.
Yeah.
Go check out Enzyme at Spotify. Enzyme.com. drums come from the vocal beats in the ending part of the song.
Yeah.
With a lot of fuzz. Now there's one synthesizer there as well.
A lot of delay.
Yeah. This fuzz is my DIY fuzz pedal, and the drums sound really good through it. Elmira. Yeah. Modular. Is this bass also? This bass is from Serum actually, so we are using plugins here as well. Like you can see, init patch. I always make my own patches. I just really love Serum. It's so easy and it sounds really good. A lot of automation there too.
Yeah.
Like this. Well, actually 3 tracks only, but still. Filters come up. Yeah, I like that. The other bass was.
Did you draw those automations in Cubase or did you record them by MIDI?
I pretty much always record them with the mouse actually now because I don't have a controller right now. So if you push this button in Cubase, it records all movement. It's the same as in Ableton. This automation arm.
Right.
Yeah, it does the same thing. And afterwards, you always like simplify the curves a little bit. And make them more precise. And if you need like these sort of precise drops, to draw them with your mouse.
So how do you group these tracks?
How do I group these tracks?
There are a lot of, kind of similar sounds.
Yeah. Well, obviously the drums, the bass, the guitars, they're very self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Pads are always like I always separate pads and synths, maybe ARPs as well.
Okay.
Like synths are like riffs and arpeggios. And pads are more like
high attack. I mean, riffs and synths are the high attack.
High attack ones, and the pads are like the more they're
slower sounds, shimmery
sounds. Synths are, exactly like you described. And I separate the piano almost always, because if a remixer wants the tracks, they probably want the piano separately. Then I always have a lead vocal separate. In this case, we don't really have a lead vocal. Lead vocal is just like these little chops here and there.
Lead vocal.
Yeah. Those are. Imagine it. Okay, so thank you for watching once again. Go check out Enzyme's music at enzyme.com. Go check out Pihka is my name's music at pihkaismyname.com. Links are in the
and picture. Remember to subscribe to this channel.
Yeah, it'd be really nice to subscribe to this channel.
Yeah. See ya.
Bye.